tax overturned. Thank you.
I think this leads to Brian's question in a lot of ways, because our federal dollars are really a big influence on what we do here at the local level. It isn't limited to just PIL funding. The federal funding that comes through this county in different avenues is enormous. We have FEMA funding, we have Homeland Security funding. Right now, we're still working on a $1.7 million project to do mitigation work in Deep Creek. We have also other projects where federal funding is used to purchase private property, taking that out of the tax base. We have federal funding that comes in on the PIL process that actually does come in to help create some of the bureaucracy that we need to cut back on. Bureaucracy does not create jobs. Bureaucracy only creates more bureaucracy. So my position is I got the memo, and I think everybody else here did too. The federal government is broke. And we need to start cutting back here at the local level. We need to start slapping the hand so that it is an outstretch reaching for all these funds that come from the federal level. We need to cut back on that so that we can start being a little bit more responsible here at home, sending that message back to DC.
Thank you. Are there any more questions? Okay, and you're allowed one question.
It's in response to what you said, I have to ask you.
Okay, follow up is what you want?
Yes.
Okay.
Where are you going to make that revenue up then? Because that's a lot of money. If you don't want to take that hand, I pay for that money. I'm a taxpayer for the federal government. I want it back. I want to know where you're going to make that up if you don't want to take that hand up. I want the money back.
Well, the question was, where are you going to make it up if you don't take the PILT money?
I think maybe that part of that answer to your question would lie with our representative and our senators at the state level, to where they can start looking at opportunities to create revenues from our lands. And we need to be looking at ways that the state can take back sovereignty to make sure that we hold that. You know, anytime you start losing that piece of a pie, it's going to often hurt, whether we like to admit that or not. Sometimes we have to take a look at that. And I think right now, is in our economy and the way we're looking today, I think we have to look at it. But I do believe that the state and our legislature has the ability to start looking at some avenues that we can start doing that. One of the questions asked earlier was, what would we do if the state were to take over the management of our federal lands? We would generate funding off of those lands that can go into replacing some of that PILT funding. And thank you.
Okay, the candidates will be available afterwards if you want to ask the questions individually. So I think this is probably a wrap-up. We want to thank all the candidates. Thank you very much. I was also remiss with the Farm Bureau and the Broadwater Cattle Women who put this on.